How's it going, everybody? I've been joined by Gazza once again. How's it going, Gazza?
Good.
Super Rugby, Gazza.
Yeah.
Only a week away. I've been having a look at the bookies odds. They had the Crusaders as the favourites. What do you reckon?
No, not really. They'll be in the top three, but they may win it. Under Rob Penny, they may not. We'll have to just see how it goes.
We've got a lot of new coaches. You've got a new coach at the Crusaders, new coach at the Blues, new coach at the Hurricanes, new... Highlanders is a new coach or just Jamie Joseph's come back from...
He's director of
rugby.
Yeah, true.
So it changes. It's only the Chiefs that are stable.
Yeah, well, and the director of rugby for the Highlanders, which is probably one of the best moves they could go, and Tony Brown of the Springboks, that's a good move too.
So you don't reckon the Crusaders are favourites?
Well, they might be favourites, but, you know, they might not win it. They may win it. They might prove me wrong. I mean, they've got two young first fives. Rivs Rihanna and Tiha Kuamara. And they're very, very good young first fives. But we've got to be sensible about this. They're only young. And until Fergus Burke comes back, which is going to be another 6-8 weeks, that could be the defining
period of their season.
Period of their campaign. I think Fergus Burke is good enough for the All Blacks. I think he is, because he can play fullback. Really good player. The two young guys, I don't want people, if they muck up, I don't want people roller coasting them down the drain, because that's not fair. It takes a long time to get in that position. They're very promising. They've both had injuries, and I think I wish them all the best. Hope they go well.
A lot of people saying no Mo'unga, no Razor, Crusaders are not going to be the same team.
Well, yeah, that, to an extent they won't be, but they've got the bulk of the squad they had last year there. Mind you, they've got a few injuries. Will Jordan and Ethan Blackadder are injured. They'll be back later. David Avelia will be back a bit later, and Cody Taylor will be back much later. So let's just see how they go. They're going to win their fair share of games, and they've got a tough draw. And will they win it again? Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
What about the other New Zealand teams? The Blues under old Sternvern?
I'll go to the Chiefs first.
Okay.
They've got good coaches.
Yep.
They've got a couple of injury concerns. Now, this team should really win it on paper.
Yeah.
But paper doesn't always win it for you. Will they win it? Well, there's a good possibility they might. But if you're going by their games in Japan, you would say no.
Pre-season though, eh?
Yeah, pre-season, and you can't read anything into that. So if they get a few wins and then a few losses and they come roaring at the end of the season, they'll definitely win it.
Okay. Blues?
Blues, yeah. Well, the Blues are the Blues. They've got an all-star coach in Vern Cotter. He's an all-star coach. He's in the Laurie Mains category of coaches. He runs the guys hard at training. He's a very old school coach.
You think that'll fit well with the Blues culture?
I think he will, yeah.
Okay.
He's got enough experience. He's got worldwide global experience in rugby. He's on a 2-year contract, which is probably all he wants. Do I think he'd be good for the Blues? Yeah, I definitely, absolutely think he'd be good for the Blues.
I'm also optimistic about the Blues. Cautiously. I don't think we're going to win it.
Yeah, cautious, yeah.
But top 4?
Oh, top 3.
Top 3. Okay. Just behind the Chiefs, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But could it win? They definitely, absolutely, yes. Will they?
Not favourites. But zero thereabouts.
Yeah, I just have to wait and see.
Not many people are saying much about these guys, the Canes under Clark Laidlaw.
The Hurricanes, yeah. I'm a bit... They've had a couple of pre-season games. They got done by the Highlanders.
Really done.
Yeah, but that was their B team.
Pre-season's hard to read too much into.
I think they might be a bit slow out of the blocks, but they've got enough potential there to really give the competition a shake. Will they win it? Probably, possibly not. Are they going to cause upset? Yes. Are they a magical team on their day? Yes, they are. They've got lots and lots of talent. But I think we have to give Laidlaw maybe a season or two to get them up to...
It might take a while, eh? He doesn't have the...
Get to the finals. They might make the finals, but I don't think they'll win it.
Yeah, he doesn't have the experience of a guy like Vern Cotter. So it might take him a little bit longer.
He's got good coaches with him.
Highlanders are predicted to be the bottom of the New Zealand team.
Yeah, Highlanders, their pre-season form's been pretty good. They're young. They're enthusiastic.
They got the Welshman Reece Patchell in their ranks.
Yeah, I like him.
Good.
I think on the dry grounds, the Highlanders are going to go well. If they get too many wet grounds, they might struggle. The key for the Highlanders is not to get too many injuries.
The depth is always the key, eh?
Yeah, if they get too many injuries, they're going to struggle. But I think they're definitely going to do a lot better than last year.
Moana Pacifica, can you see them coming anywhere but last?
I can see them getting 2 or 3 wins.
Okay.
Are they going to be last? Not quite sure.
They don't even really have a stable home ground this year. They're going to be playing all over the shop.
Yeah, which I think's quite sad because the Warriors have taken over Mount Smart.
It's hard to build a fan base.
Yeah, have they got good coaches? Yeah, they've got good coaches. Are they stronger than last year? I think they are.
They've lost Tavatava Nawai and they've lost who's the guy?
Amua.
They went to the.
I've seen their squad. I think it's quite a good squad. I think they'll have 2 or 3 wins, and they might push a lot of teams hard.
The Fijian Drua.
Oh, the Drua.
You love them, don't you?
Oh, the Fijian Drua. They've got about 7 or 8 home games.
Yep.
Oh,
their home games are unbelievable.
Oh, no, they're unbelievable. Unbelievably talented, enthusiastic, passionate, score tries from anywhere. Just love them.
Yeah.
How good are they going to do? Well, they'll be in the top 6 for sure.
Yeah. I think everybody's second favourite team maybe is now the Fijian Drua because they are, well, they play entertaining rugby, don't they?
Yeah. Entertaining.
What about the Aussie teams? The Rebels are obviously in the news for all the wrong reasons.
We'll talk about them last maybe.
Brumbies,
yeah, good. Yeah, I expect the Brumbies to make the quarters. They might even make the semis. They're that good enough.
Should be the top
they've lost
of the
a few
Aussie
players.
teams,
I like Stephen Larkin, what they've done with them. I think they're a good basic side.
Top Aussie team, you think?
I think so, yes.
Waratahs,
Reds, I think, will do well.
Under Les Kiss.
I think they're another dark horse. They're a dark horse. They're going to cause a few upsets.
Yep.
They're going to beat some good teams, but they might lose to some of the lower teams. I think they'll do all right, yeah.
Waratahs,
well, their pre-season form's been abysmal.
Yeah. Darren Coleman's, I think.
Well, I like Darren Coleman as a coach.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't think there's something quite right with that club. I could be totally wrong, but I wish them all the best. I hope they do well.
Western Force have made a few good signings, but according to the bookies, they're second last.
Oh, I don't know if I'd put them second last. I think Simon Cron, the coach over there, he's a good coach. I think they'll do reasonably well. They'll maybe beat a few top teams. They might lose the ones that count, and but they'll play die-hard rugby. They'll try everything, and they may not get the results that they want, but it won't be for the lack of trying.
And the Rebels?
Well, the Rebels are a basket case. I feel so sorry for the Rebels. They've just got a really good squad assembled, and now they're in financial voluntary administration, which is an absolute banger to me. I'm just so sad for them. But like you said, they've got Australian rules and a good league team in there. And unless you're winning, they don't want to know. Well, I hope they do well. They beat the Waratahs in the first game. And I hope they have a good rugby season. But are they financially going to survive next year? Well, the way it's looking, it's pretty dire.
Seems unlikely, doesn't it? We'll kind of have to wait and see what happens. Now, we do have a few viewers from the other side of the world who maybe don't follow the old Super Rugby. So if they were looking to pick a team to follow, who do you reckon they should go with? The Blues, maybe?
The Drua.
Come on, what about the Blues?
Oh, they can follow the Blues, but the Drua.
They got a mosquito, Jesus.
The Drua.
Okay.
If you want to watch an exciting team, another ones to watch. Yeah, the Blues will be okay to watch.
You're supposed to sell these guys on the Blues, Gazza.
Blues, Hurricanes, Highlanders. I think they'll all play entertaining rugby. The Crusaders.
Nah, don't follow the Crusaders.
No, I'm not saying follow the
Crusaders. They've had enough wins already. They don't need any more fans.
All I'm saying is the Crusaders and the Chiefs have their own style of play.
Right.
So if you want to follow them, that's fine. But
follow the Blues.
There's a few other teams like the Highlanders and the Drua and the Blues and the Hurricanes to follow.
If you want an underdog, a team like the Highlanders is a good one. If you want pure entertainment, a team like the Drua is a good one.
Yeah.
If you want a team who's gonna almost get there and then leave you disappointed at the end, that's the Blues.
Could be.
We don't tend to win the finals.
No, we don't, but we'll just have to wait and see. I definitely think they're going to win the majority of their games this season.
I hope so.
And they've got a good squad.
I hope so.
They've got a good squad. But, you know, we've already got, I've just had a look today, we've got a lot of players that are injured already on the hard cricket grounds we play on.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't going to be back till later in the competition. So I think we really need to have a look at how many injuries these teams get in the first 6 weeks. Because they've got a lot of non-Super Rugby team players with every squad.
Yeah.
And they've got development squads as well. So if they've got to dig deep into those, like some of these teams have had, like the Highlanders had last year, they could be struggling.
Yeah, it is a weird one to think, because we're still sitting here at the tail end of summer. We got cicadas.
We got
cicadas buzzing around outside. There's cricket being played, and we're about to start rugby season.
Yeah. So certainly going to be interesting.
So if you had to put it on the line to make a pre-season prediction, you're going with the Chiefs?
Chiefs, yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't put a cast iron spell on it.
No, you wouldn't put the mortgage on it. All right.
They got a really good team.
Okay.
And, you know, when the All Blacks come back later on the season, we're getting Bowden Barrett and Sam Cane and Artie Severe back. So that'll be something to discuss later on.
Good for New Zealand rugby.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of guys in Japan.
That's right. Making a bit of extra money.
Yeah, extra money, yeah.
Can't blame them.
Can't blame them, no, but I will say on your channel, I've discussed it with quite a few rugby people who said they want Japan to tour a lot more than what they do.
Yeah, a lot of teams have been going to Japan to play games. It'd be nice to see some of the Japanese teams.
Argentina, South Africa, New
travel
Zealand,
a wee
Australia.
bit, yeah.
They're run by the companies over there, aren't
The Japanese teams are, I think, yeah.
And the Japanese have a lot of non-Japanese playing over there, so I can understand that Eddie Jones might have a reasonable squad. Be interesting to see how they go under him.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are blaming Eddie Jones and Hamish McLennan for what happened to Australian rugby. And to me, they've got a lot to answer for. But I think in Joe Schmidt, they've certainly got, and Rob Horn and David Nusafura, they've certainly got the right background there to resurrect it.
If anyone can get them out of that mess, it's those three guys.
Yeah.
So
and plus the guys that are coming in to help them.
That's it.
But the Rebel situation wasn't going to help them, so I don't know where they go next season.
No.
They'll probably just spread out across Australia.
Yeah, maybe.
Or go to England or Europe.
That might help.
Or Japan.
With the depth issues, maybe. If there's fewer teams, it might help.
Yeah.
A bit more depth in the squads.
They reckon that junior rugby in Australia is quite strong. So I know the league boys probably poach some of them, but you know, you've always said that you don't think they're as in a bad a situation what they are. I think they're in a bit of a, well, the Rebel situation hasn't helped them. They're in a bit of a deep water situation at the moment, but I certainly think that they can improve a lot.
I hope so as well.
They got Wales coming up.
Yeah, well, we need them to be good just because this is our regional competition now, so we need them to be good.
Yeah, I love them to succeed.
Me as well. All right, Gazza.
Yeah.
Cheers for coming along.
Thanks a lot.
Good to see you. We're going to go have some dinner.
See you, team.
Take care, folks.